They don't want the girls to go out. They don't want the girls to hang out with boys. They don't want the girls to go to the club. They don't want to party. They don't want the girls to go anywhere. They want the girls up in the room. Then when the girl is 26, they say, "Are you not getting married?"
How do you want? No, please. How do you want your child or your 25 or 26-year-old adult child to bring someone home when for the last couple of years of their life, some of you don't even let your children have friends that are boys, friends that are girls, let alone even be dating people?
Because one of the problems kids have, they are scared to go to their parents to discuss their problems. So do you know who they go to? They go to their friends.
Be a friend to your child before you're a parent. Welcome back to another episode. I know it's been a while, but life happens, things happen. We're here again with the man himself. Introduce yourself, please.
It's Jerry again, Baba J for short. It wasn't easy. It hasn't been easy. I've been sick. I've been battling with one sickness to another. But glory be to God, we are here. We are still alive. Still here.
Amen to that.
Still alive, you know. But it is what it is, you know. So happy to be back with you guys.
And I have braces. Wow, that's on my feet.
Hey.
Not cheap, but yeah. That's life. So let's get straight and kicking. Yeah, you want so the sarcasm in our parents is, oh my God, you're so hard to talk these things. It's so funny. But the sarcasm, kick us off.
It's bad. You know, some of them, you know, if you hear about some of this sarcasm, you think it's a lie. It's true, it's real. You know, for example, your mom or your dad is, you know, they say, go get me a cup of water. And when you come back with a cup of water, you say, Dad, look at it, where do I drop it?
On my head.
And they say, it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. They would never say, put it on the table. They look at you, and guess what? They'll look at you like this. They say, drop it on my head.
You look at you like you're stupid or something.
Yeah, you know, so it's mad. Let me give you this funny one. Imagine you go to school, you fail. Maybe you come back with a very poor result and you fail. And you showed it to your dad. Your dad will first shout, call your mom, Mommy John, come and see the child that you gave birth to. Instantly becomes the child of the mother. And you see, and all parents back then, all father, they're always intelligent. In my days, I never failed. Which father failed then? And they will now call, Mommy John, come and see the child that you gave birth to. Like, they will not say, like mother, like son.
I get you.
You know? Yeah. So it's crazy. And it doesn't end there. Maybe in the night, you guys are about to eat dinner, you're on the table, and God help you, you tell your brother or your sister, can you pass me the rice? Or can you pass me the bowl of salad? Give me the answer do you know the answer your parents will give?
Don't tell me jump on the head.
No! They will tell you that's only what you know how to pass. Food. Common exam. You cannot pass. It's only food. It's only food that you know how to pass.
The worst one is even they will call, this one is a joke, but it's true. You know when the remote will be on just be 5 meters away from there.
They will call you.
They'll say, Venga!
Come and pass it.
Yeah. Full me remote. I'm like, the remote is there. Then they'll just look at you. Is that what I asked? I said, give me the remote! I was like, sometimes what they ask for is just crazy.
And the funny one, they will tell you, my enemy has gotten me. They've used you to get to me, you know. And they'll be serious. Oh my God, my enemy, they finally succeeded. Which fucking enemy succeeded?
What?
Oh God, it's mad.
The sarcasm thing sometimes can just be very irritating to an extent. I know sometimes we laugh at it now, but it can be unnecessarily irritating. Because sometimes it's just like you're trying to make me look stupid.
Nah, the thing is that we grew up in that kind of society where we know that that's what is going to happen. So to us, it's always funny.
Yeah.
To us, it's never like they're looking at us as if we're dumb or stupid. It's just those. It's the Nigerian parenting style, and to us, it's funny. We laugh. We laugh at it. You see, for example, my dad will call you and sit you down and advise you for 5 hours, and still tell you, "I have nothing much to say." He will sit you down, talk to you for 5 hours. And after that, maybe when he wants to end the talk, maybe after he sees you nodding away, they say, "Well, I don't have much to say." So what have you been saying for the past 5 hours? So for us, it's normal. We know it's normal. It's normal. You understand? Because that's parents for you. That's Nigerian parents for you. That they are so funny. Stuff like that. So if you are not in that, you don't grow in that, in that circle, it will look so funny. But for us, it's normal.
Yeah.
It's normal. We know it's normal.
I don't know. For me, like, obviously, when I was younger, and growing up like that with my like parents or uncles and aunties being very sarcastic, for me, like, I wasn't used to it. It was just annoying.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that to me was just annoying. It's like, even like simple things for me. Can you get me a glass of water? It's like, yeah, if you time to get you a glass of water now, I know you're a bit older, but back then, like, you're in your 40s, you're just
You grew up here in Abidjan. You grew up here, right?
yeah, I grew up there.
You didn't grow up in Nigeria.
No.
So you don't have any experience.
No, I don't.
So that's why you see where environment comes into play. Because the environment that you grew up is different from that our environment. It will be funny for people that grow up here now.
Yeah.
That your mom can just cross her leg on the table and the remote is there and shout, "Jerry! Jerry, come down, get me the remote." For us, it's normal.
For me, like, sorry, mom, you're watching this. It was just me. It was like, why are you being lazy for?
Yeah, because of where you grew up. You can't see your mom can even slap you for even thinking about it, not even saying it. Have you understand?
Yeah, I get what
your mom can. You can't even say it before you hear pass for your face that she will be like, in your heart you are thinking that I'm lazy, and they slap you for that. That's it. So, but for we are used to it.
Yeah.
We are used to it because of our culture, the environment, and stuff like that.
Do you not feel like they have to remember we're not in that environment anymore? Like, it's a change of, like, this is not Nigeria anymore. I get it. I know there's this saying that when you're in my household, you're in the four corners of Nigeria. But at the same time, I look at it and, like, you have to adapt to the environment. I'm not saying get rid of the cultural aspects. I'm not saying get rid of certain things. But isn't there, like, this isn't Nigeria anymore, we're in Europe.
You can understand what you're trying to say. But the problem is that some parents feel that if we give these people a yard, they will take a mile. Do you believe that? Do you believe that some parents feel that at the age of 19, if I start letting my child bring one girl into the house, it will bring two, it will bring three.
Okay, see, now let's use that as the basis of what we're gonna say. Let's say for that example, I think if your child, let's say for example, I'm going to be very honest as well. It's different for a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's different. Yeah.
If my 19-year-old son, in the aspect of what I'm thinking, like, let's say my Nigerian parent, if I brought my 19-year-old me brought like 3, 4, 5 girls home, my mom would probably be like, "Binga, what are you doing? Like, can you just settle down and stop choosing?" Yeah. But if my 19-year-old daughter brought back 5 boys, I'd say my mother would probably be going on a mad one. Like, why are you doing this? Is it every time different boy? But I get what you're trying to say. The way I look at it is, how am I going to explain this? the way I see the whole thing like that is, I just feel personally that is what they see at home is what they're going to bring inside. For example, like if your son or your daughter is bringing multiple partners home, where did they learn this from?
No,
Is it,
no, I
you know?
totally no, I totally disagree with you. Do you know that peer pressure and environment changes one behavior? Do you know that it it a decent parent that are decent can bring up kids that are not decent, that are disrespectful? Is it because did they see it from the parents?
Oh no, not in all situations, but some situations what they see
No,
at home.
no, I go. Yeah, well,
Every situation is
everything
different.
in life is not always 100%. There's 10%
But-
or so. But what I'm trying to tell you, some of these things, they go to school.
Yeah, no, the friends.
They have friends in college.
Yeah, no problem. It's
They
true.
see, okay, haven't you seen parents that don't smoke, but their kids smoke?
Yeah.
No. So sometimes it's not about what they see at home. Sometimes it's the peer pressure outside.
But like just from my personal experience, majority of people I see that smoke, there was one of their parents smoke.
Okay, let me give you an example. Nobody in my family smoke. Nobody in my family. I have 9 siblings. I am the last. My parents don't touch cigarette. That is, if they even see outsiders smoking, they get pissed. And what? I smoked. I normally smoke. I just stopped smoking office maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
That's fine.
No, I'm sorry if any of my family sees this, but so that's to tell you that some habits we pick it outside. We pick it. Some habits we want to be among. We want to be accepted. You see, one thing you should teach your child is never ever try to be the least person in the park. Never. Always tell your child, bring your head up. Nobody, your friends, they are not better than you. So don't let anybody tell you that before you be my friend, you need to do this. Fuck off.
Let me go back and let me retract what I was saying. It's kind of what you said there. I think, like you said, pure pressure is the big thing, and maybe what I was more
It's
trying,
very big.
maybe what I was trying to more say is like, maybe because sorry, with these braces on my mouth, sometimes it's hard to.
It's hard to
think.
yeah, I understand.
Well, maybe what I was trying to say basically was, it is pure pressure. I feel like it's like what that's saying. They say birds with the same feather
flock together, something like that.
something like that. So yeah, when people are, like you said, bringing multiple people to the house and all this, I think it comes down to sitting down and having this honest conversation with your child, not doing too much, not making it a big deal.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
why.
I think what I don't know if it happens that much anymore, because obviously me, I'm older now, but I know there was this attitude when when something happened in like an household of a Nigerian, that if I done something wrong, the whole world has to hear about it.
Yeah, you see another thing. Yeah, I understand what you see. The difference is that Nigerians, parents from Nigerians, they always care about what people will say.
That's true.
I'm coming. They always, what will they say now? Oh, you are 19 now. You have impregnated a girl. Oh, what will my church people say? Oh, what will the family? Oh, my enemies have finally gotten to me. Oh, my village people have gotten to me. That's the way Nigerians,
Yeah.
But people from the Western world, you understand? They don't care what they deal with their family.
Yeah.
They handle the situation.
100%.
But because of that, what will people say? It adds extra pressure, extra stress on the parents. You understand?
Yeah.
Fuck what is your business? What people say about what's going on in your family. That's one thing I don't like, and that is what is happening. That's why the way the Nigerian parents treat their kids is that fear of what will people say? What will people say? You understand? So like me now, right from time, I'm not a fan of beating kids.
No, yeah.
I'm not a fan
You
of.
know, the funny thing is when I see, you know what the thing is? It's so interesting. I remember years ago when this all started. When this all started, when I started this chit chat first with two other friends of mine, we kind of done things differently on a debate type level. It wasn't really podcast. And one episode we recorded was basically talking about physical discipline. And it was interesting that my views on physical discipline years ago have changed drastically now. A lot. Because I used to be like, they used to say that, what's that Bible for?
Spare your rod and spare your child. Yeah, I'm like you too.
But then the more I grew up and the more I started understanding that physical discipline doesn't really solve any issues. Like here now, if my child is doing something, I might go like, stop that, But going out, whipping out belts, whipping out
some people do things to the extreme. You see, like what you said now.
Yeah.
That touching anybody is physical discipline.
Yeah.
Even if a baby, and you pam, it's physical.
But I think there's levels to everything.
Yeah, there's levels.
There's abuse. Like when I'm not saying I'm gonna go beat my child.
Yeah,
if my child does something wrong, but like it's more like, for example, if like let's say for example if I obviously know there's a lesson learned, but like there's a big hot mug there and I say, like, we don't do that, will you type thing. But like again, if I keep telling you not to touch it, you're going to touch it, you're going to let it burn.
See, I don't know why I told this before.
So I think you said it to me before.
Yeah, I will allow the child to touch the hot mug. If I say stop, don't touch it. And he or she wants to keep going, stop it, and I will throw my face like this away. So when that's hot mug, he or she will run back. That child will run back. Next time, if you put even a cold mug down, that child will never go close to it.
That's very true.
Even if a cold mug, you even tell the child, go. No, because
that's true.
See, that's I always say it. Experience is the best teacher, not for me, for people. I like other people's experience to teach me. So for that kid, experience is the best teacher for that kid.
That's true.
Because he or she has touched it so hot, he or she has learned their lessons.
But just jumping back onto kind of like, I know we speak about physical discipline before, but it's like what I'm saying basically is that I feel like, yeah, what I was saying, but the more I grew up, the more I started realizing is like, I feel like communication is really the only way to speak to somebody to make them stop doing something. Because I believe the kids I can't speak for all the kids, I can't speak for most people, but most people who have gone down a path of the wrong path, or people that their parents never really spoke to them, that they were beaten as kids, that their parents didn't understand effective communication. As for me growing up, look, most of us got physically disciplined, but I feel like the reason why I went from not being that stubborn kid to being where I am today, that I'm more quiet, I'm not really joke maker, because the discipline, let me not call it discipline, the communication style between me and my mother changed a lot. It went from, let me actually speak to him and tell him what's wrong, instead of instead of going to tell everybody what Benga done at home today. It was like, okay, let me talk to him. Mio, I don't like what you're doing. Can you stop doing it? It's not good.
Communication. One thing we should understand, that communication is a two-way thing.
Yeah.
The encoder, the person that you are giving that, what you are sending that message to, must understand what you are trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what is communication. If that person doesn't understand what you are saying, if I'm talking to you, and you don't understand what I'm saying, in order for you to carry out what I'm talking about, there's no communication there.
That's very true.
So sometimes parents might communicate, but the person you are communicating to, because of he or she have seen the way their friends are talking to their parents outside. You understand? Might not want to listen to the parents.
Yeah.
So the thing is that any child that you give birth to that is maybe still young, 5, 6, 7, well, it's your child. But the moment that child becomes 10, 12, it's no longer your child. It belongs to the child of the world.
Ooh.
Because that child now start mingling with new friends. Start watching YouTube. Start learning stuff on the phone. Start trying to experiment things. So it's no longer your child again. That child now belongs to the child of the world.
That's very interesting thing you said.
So if you think, oh, it's my child, well, there are other people teaching that child things outside that you have not taught your child, and you call. Do you know there are some people know your child more than the parents do?
Yeah.
So then you think it's your child.
But how do you feel that something like that needs to be
Be a friend. Be a friend to your child before you be a parent.
whew,
Be a friend
to your child
before being a parent.
That's what I'm going to title this. Be a
Be
friend.
that person that your child can come to and lie on the shoulder and say, Mom, see what happened today. Dad,
because you know this.
see what happened today.
I always wonder, because I say to this girl all the time, I said, look, you can be good cop, me I'll be bad cop. She says, no, we both have to be friends to our children.
Yeah,
Because
that's how it works.
but do you think, like, again, do you think our parents have adapted to the Western world? So what I'm going to say now is going to be a bit of an explanation now. So you're saying be a friend to your child.
Yeah.
When we see most white people, they have, not all of them, I can't speak for them, but more white people have better relationships with their children than black people do with their children. Because you're saying
they are being
their
friends.
friends with their child.
Yeah.
Do you think the problem stems? Because this is where I think the issue is when it comes to the environment. Everything comes down to.
Yeah.
The problem is, I feel, is our parents aren't adapting to when they come over to Europe, or they're not even adapting in general.
You see, I mean, it's hard. See, change is the most constant thing in life.
That's
but
very true.
Change is the most difficult thing in life. Everybody's scared to change.
Yeah.
You see, so you can't blame them. You don't expect a parent that came here 5 years ago, 10 years, so to just adapt to this Western style of training kids. It doesn't work that way.
Why do you feel we can't blame them?
Well,
Because
it's a culture. It's the way they've grown now. It's not just something that you can just, okay, because you just came from the airport, cold breeze blow your brain, all your former stuff has gone out, right? It doesn't work like that.
But if you've been here for 10 years, I feel like there should be some sort of...
It's gradual process. And it's someone that is open. You see, not everybody is open. Not everybody is open to learn new things. Some people are enclosed in that their little envelope and they don't want to them, that's life. No, I'm not. It's either this way or no way. And you know, our parents from Africa, they are narcissists. Narcissists. Yeah, because they don't want to listen. You get what I'm saying?
Do you think that comes back now? Because I like this word. I think exactly like you're saying, they don't want to listen. But this comes back to the whole, like, they don't want to be embarrassed. I feel like there's this whole thing that, like, I don't know what it is. It's like, I want to look good for everybody else.
But I just told you.
Yeah.
What are they going to say?
What, like,
they care about what other people are going to say.
People tell us, why do you care so much?
Yeah, what are people going to say?
At the end of the day, like, you know what you say, you come here by yourself, you leave by yourself.
Yeah,
Why
and
do you
secondly,
care?
you know, like the stereotype.
Yeah.
The stereotype that the kids here, oh, they are wayward. All the kids here, once you get there, oh, the children there, they are mad, you know?
No, I don't believe.
No, I'm telling you, but do you believe that it's stereotype? They say, oh, the children, oh, at this age of 13, they start telling their parents, shut up. At the age of 12, they start telling their parents. So that, is my child going to start telling me, shut up?
Do you know what it is? I don't even think about. I think it's, I think that whole thing has been, there's a word. People have made it more, people have added more people just added more to that whole thing, because I don't believe they necessarily tell their parents to shut up. Like they'll say white kids will tell their parents to shut up. I think it's just more white people can communicate better with their parents than black people, and they communicate in certain ways.
Who allowed the communication?
The parents. There you go.
That's what I'm saying. Will the Nigerian parents allow?
No,
they don't. They don't want to hear.
It's like it's exactly. I feel like they've opened communication such in a way that, like you said, they're friends. It's like, because you know when they might say, man, shut up. It's not a big deal. So black person is like, you didn't even shut up. But it's like, no, it's the way I'm telling you to shut up. They're doing telling me, Mom, shut up. Ma, will you shut up? It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So I think that's where, again, communication comes to big. Because I think I'm fortunate to have built that communication with my mom.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things I still won't say to my mom, because
no, you can't.
There's certain things, but like,
yeah. But at least you can
open
up.
It's there.
You can talk to your mom.
And I think what has made everything so much better is the fact that nothing leaves the house. I think problems I have is just staying in the house.
How long? Your mom
How
has
long?
been here for.
Oh, Jerry, don't let me talk about.
So don't compare.
I think how long that took me being honest. We can
don't compare.
I said that
your parents are just here for 5 years, 10 years.
No. I think that started happening. Like the change probably started happening around 2009, 2020. So we're talking about 19, 20 years. So I'm not here saying that it's going to be an overnight thing.
No, it's not.
And it's never going to be an overnight thing.
It's not going to be an overnight thing. No,
my what I want to say to parents out there is that one thing they have to realize is that when you come, let me not even say just here. In general, like Jerry said, be a friend to your child before you're a parent. Because I feel like there's certain things now, if 15 years ago, if I went to go and say to my mom, oh, I have a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend? For what? Why do you have a girlfriend? What do you need a girlfriend for? Finish your book, finish this, finish that. Yeah. Thank God I even remember that now, because I'm going to step into something very quickly, because now my head is getting hot. Why having a girlfriend? What do you need a girlfriend for at this age? Read your book, this and that.
Nigerian parents now.
Okay. It's like, but I just sit down and I'm just like, yeah. Now I'm going to go into conversation I want to go into. And this is not for boys, particularly for girls. And I think some girls may like what I'm about to say, and I agree. You know, let's say in 1920, like, I want to ask you, what age would you be okay for your daughter to bring her boyfriend home? Reasonable age.
Me, I'm still African, so it's still inside my blood. But first things first, priority first. I'm not even looking at age. If my child finish college, university at the age of 21, she can bring a boyfriend home at the age of 20. I don't care.
So do you? It's basically.
But you have to give me a reason for me to allow you bring a boyfriend home, to make sure nothing is distracting you. Okay, let me give you an instance. If my 20-year-old comes home with a boyfriend, no problem. As long as that boyfriend is impacting your life something positive, meaningful to her, not a boyfriend that they go to the room and sit till 1 p.m. and smoke. I'm talking about a boyfriend that, they're always studying together. They are trying to do things together. Positive things. So for me, it's okay. But not you're coming home with a boyfriend at 16. No. Because you can't even buy alcohol at the age of 16. So why are you coming home with a boyfriend at the age of 16?
Yeah, because
that's for me.
No, I don't.
I
don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with what you're saying. So, but like, I think what I've heard recently is that like 25, 26-year-old parents would be like, why'd you have a boyfriend?
You see, the problem is that check the background of that 25, 26 years old. Maybe they've not gone to college, they've not finished anything, they don't have anything, and they're bringing boyfriend.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you a question. If your child finishes college comes out with a first class degree and she's 21, if she comes home with your boyfriend, will you not be?
I think I'll look at my child that went like I think I get where you're going. I'll look at my child that went to college, got her degree, different that brings her home compared to the jobless one who's not doing anything.
At the age of 27, you are bringing boyfriend, you don't even have anything.
But I think that what I'm trying to stem here is that we understand this part of like, but I think the problem I've seen is that there's women out there who are 24, 25, they have jobs, they're okay, they have boyfriend, their parents are like, why'd you have boyfriend? Then they get to a certain age and like it's like how do I go from why'd you have a boyfriend to when are you getting married?
No, that's the problem. Let me give you another problem. This thing is a problem with Nigerian parents. They don't want the girls to go out. They don't want the girls to hang out with boys. They don't want the girls to go to the club. They don't want to go to church. Party. They don't want the girls to go any fucking where. They want the girls up in the room. Then when the girl is 26, they say, "Are you not getting married?" So the man will come from the chimney like Father Christmas.
Jerry, this problem needs to we can talk about every other problem, but that problem I actually feel sorry for African girls at the time, because I get it's like, how do you expect a 26-year-old that for, let me say, from the age of 19 you don't want this girl hanging around with boys. Anytime she's hanging around with boys, you let the whole world know. And you don't want this girl to date anybody, but then you magically want her at the age of 27 some way somehow to bring a husband, and your friends will all be sitting there and say,
it doesn't make see once in a while you tell your kids, are you not going out? Why? Because let me tell you, that can cause depression. It causes that particular girl locked in the room where her friends are outside. It can cause stress, and that might lead to something else.
And you know what even makes that worse? Even in Spain, that will even cause, this is the reason why the title of this, like I said, is going to go be a friend before being a parent. And why I said that why I like that exact thing you said is, let's look at that situation now, that the daughter is not telling the parent. She has one secret boyfriend now that nobody knows about. That boyfriend now is either someone that's school dead, beats girls or something. You don't know, your daughter is coming home with bruise every day. She's lying to you. And then it's just magically one day now you find out and then you see that her boyfriend beating her. And then you say, why didn't you tell me? For the last 6 or 7 years of this child's life, you've been telling this child, you can't have a boyfriend, you can't do this, you can't do that. You can't do anything. And it's not only this mostly happens to girls, but happens to boys too. It's like, why are you going to bring a wife home for us? How do you want please, how do you want your child or your 25 or 26-year-old adult child to bring someone home when for the last couple of years of their life, some of you don't even let your children have friends that are boys, friends that are girls, let alone even be dating people? Look, this is the truth to you.
It's sick. That's why I said, when your daughter comes home, have communication.
Even if it's small joke. Even small joke.
I was class today. What did you do?
Tell me
who dropped you. I saw you.
I saw you. Even if I saw you looking at that girl.
Okay, I'll come and pick you from school tomorrow. Let's go grab some ice latte. Let's sit down and tell me what's happening in school. Me too. I'll tell you what's happening in my job too. Job is like this. The child, the daughter, if she's hot someday, she'll say, I think my father is someone that I can talk to, I can explain. That can save her from committing suicide. That can save her from making decisions that might ruin her life. Because when she comes to you, because one of the problems kids have, they are scared to go to their parents to discuss their problems. So do you know who they go to? They go to their friends.
And when
they go to their friends, you are telling, what can that one advise you? But if you are not scared to walk to your parents and say, Mom, Jonah kissed me today in the toilet. Why would Jonah kiss you in the toilet? The mom say, well, baby, it's okay, don't worry, we'll sort that out. Was that consensual? Did you allow? He said, no, it's not. Don't worry, we'll take it. It's okay, babe. We will take it off from there. Don't worry, it's fine. You understand? The child would. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
But rather you go and tell one Tom, Dick and Maria, Jonah kissed you. Oh, you should even try to have sex with Jonah. You will enjoy it. Some you are telling me Jonah kissed me. I don't want. I did not consent to that. And you are telling, oh, don't worry, you will enjoy it. Jonah is a nice guy. Jonah is this. Jonah is that. That's what we call peer pressure.
Yeah. The peer pressure of even taking drugs as
You
well.
know, so parents should be open. Should be open, and not the moment the child tell you the problem, you just bring your mortar. Boom, boom. No. Is that all, babe? Take it easy, calm, baby, calm down. Is that all? To tell me, don't. Mommy won't be angry. Daddy won't be angry. Tell me. Even though in your heart you are boiling, even in your heart you want to strangle her, but compose yourself.
That's true. Yeah.
Because she's confiding in you. You are someone that she trusts, she believes, that can give her the best advice that can help her in that situation. But rather than you listening, you are insulting her. Yeah, because you are useless. That's why Jonah kissed you. If you are not useless, will Jonah kiss you? If you didn't wear this short skirt to school, will Jonah kiss you? You get what I'm trying to say? Instead of you to calm her and listen to what you are now blaming her. Do you think she will come and tell you
next time
if Jonah kiss her next time? She won't. She will say, if I go and tell my mom now, she will insult me, she will curse me rather. She won't put strict rules because of that. Because some parents now, they will now punish the victim.
Oh.
Let me tell you how. Jonah kissed you is because you wore that tight skirt. Henceforth, no tight skirt in this house. No more wearing of tight skirts in this house. No more wearing short skirts in this house. You are punishing the victim. Do you think the victim will come? It happens in our workplace too. Let me give you an example. When you want to go and report some things that you see that can make the company grow, maybe some near misses that can save the life of it. Some people say don't go and report. If you go and report, the company will give you extra work. So for example, like in my company now, we deal with chemicals, explosive chemicals. So if you are lifting those chemicals up to platforms, it has to be wrapped. It has to be wrapped. You know what I mean, wrapped? Now, some people will not want to wrap that thing because of laziness. Until drums started falling. When I mean drums that can explode. You know? Now, they now said, now it's mandatory. You must wrap every drum going up, which is common sense. Now, some people will be angry that, oh, they've given us extra job. Now, I have to come down from the forklift and I have to go and wrap that drum, jump back in the forklift before I... You understand? So, some people stop reporting because they feel if you report, extra job. So, that's how it happens too. When the child come and report that this person kissed me in the toilet, instead of as a parent, so, oh baby, you know, oh, what happened? Ow, oh my God, hope you are not hurt, you know, did he force you, you know, question like that. No, they will say, oh, it's your fault because you wore a short skirt. No more short skirt in this house. Do you think that child will come and report again next time?
No.
So sometimes, but nobody's perfect. Me that I'm talking to you, I'm not perfect. I don't have a child. But some things, it's just common sense.
Yeah.
It's just common sense. It doesn't need to be aggressive. You don't need to be aggressive. You don't.
No, you're right.
You don't need to be aggressive. You just have to listen. Just listen. You understand? And don't blame the victim.
Yeah.
Don't blame the victim.
Yeah.
Because the victim will not come to you again. Don't blame the victim.
That's how you hear, you know.
You understand?
You even hear like sometimes all these things happen to, you know, kids and like in the community, and then they would victimize. They'll say, it's your fault. You know, you shouldn't have done this. You shouldn't have what. When you should think that, wait, this person went to actually go touch my daughter without her consent.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what's going on here?
What's going on?
Take me to the
what
school.
gave you the right
If my daughter
to touch my daughter?
My daughter comes to the house and tells me that one guy come and touch anyhow, I'll say, jump in the car.
And some funny and some twat. I see where girls will be walking and guys will grab them. And people will say, it's the girl's fault. She's wearing a short skirt. Why is she? What?
Actually, I don't know.
What kind of twats are those ones?
Some people watch too much internet, man. They watch too much internet. I'm telling you, I don't know.
So because I parked my car outside and I went the window down, does that give you the right to drive my car away?
Yeah.
You say, oh, but the car is outside now, the window is wind down.
Oh, please tell me.
Does that give you the right? So yes, everybody dress the way you like. It's your body.
Yeah.
It's your body. You know, you can complain with your eyes, you can complain with your mouth, but do not grab anybody. Then later say, oh, it's because of the way she's dressed. Why is she wearing such tight clothes? Look, my brother, that is in the 1970s. You can do that and get away with it. You can't try that now.
No, 21st century, my people.
And it goes for men too, because women get away with these things a lot. Do you know that women get away with this thing more than men?
What with
women can easily grab a man, and everybody will take it as a joke.
Yeah, that happened. Actually, funny happened.
Yeah,
it happened, and I think that was one of the first times I've ever seen people be like, there was this famous guy, and he was on his stream, and then the person that was streaming's brother grabbed him like this, and obviously you could see the shock on his face.
Yeah,
but he didn't say much. It's on the internet, saw and be like, "What were you doing?" The guy had to apologize and say,
you understand? Because, see, a woman can just see me now and touch my hair like this. A woman, and everybody.
Remember, I was telling you about.
Yeah, but imagine I'm walking now, I see a lady now, I just
touch
rub her hair like this.
You touch me.
The police, the next thing my dog.
The next thing you see myself in court.
You know, but it happens both ways. Do not physically touch someone because of the way the person is dressed.
That's true.
Nobody gives you the right. The person doesn't give you the right to touch. I used a simple example. If my car is parked outside with the window wind down, does that give you the right to go into my car and drive it and say, no, well, because the window is wind down and I saw the key there?
Yeah. And then you try to explain this to your parents and they'll still say it's your fault. But that won't really just touch me though. With the parents that their child will be like, I just don't get like how you expect a child who you never want to have friends who are boys or girls.
I see that a lot now.
To have a partner.
I'm not from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria and I see that a lot.
It's like we're not doing arranged marriages anymore.
I see that a
like
lot.
It's not like my people like you parents out, please, any parents out there in the African community, I just beg you one thing. In the name of Jesus Christ, don't come and tell a child that you said should not have any friends that are boys to magically pull up a husband one day, because you are the problem to the problem. You are actually the problem to the problem. You are saying it's a problem your child doesn't have a husband, but you are the problem that will never let your child have friends who are boys. It's not even it's not even about letting your child have a boyfriend. It's letting them be friends with boys, because at least they know what they like and what they won't like. You know, because now let's say now this child, you say go get a boyfriend. Now he goes and picks one person that's just going to go and take all his money. He doesn't know what a good girl
and when that pressure comes, that person picks.
And the pressure of a good girl may come from her friends, be like, oh, you know, she's a good girl, she's this and that. But that girl that's saying is a good girl is just someone that's, she may be beautiful, she may have everything, but when your bank account is zero at the end of every month, after you get 3,000 euro salary, then you know. Versus, at least if he knows that, maybe I need a girl that will actually support me, take care of me, you know. She may not be the nicest looking girl in the world, but at least she has the best of interest for me. Then he will know. Or even for a girl as well. It's not because, you know, then girls will start understanding different traits of a man that, you know, this type of men are known for, let's say, beating women, versus this type of men are known for, you know, what's the word? This type of men are known for being nice type of men. At least she will know. But you to just come one day at your 27-year-old child.
She will pick, that's what I'm telling you. She will just pick one random man and leave the rest for God.
I thank God for my own mother, because she never complained. She just always said to me, Benga, whatever you do, I do not want to be a grandparent at this age. You know, that's why I really appreciate my mom, because I feel like she started understanding.
I know, because that's how friend talked to. He said, whatever you do,
I don't want to.
You know what that means? Do you know what that word means? Whatever you do. Sorry, I'm very thirsty now.
Me too. When
it
you
means-
happens.
It means I know what you are doing, but be cautious.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You think she doesn't know what you are doing. She say whatever you are doing, if you like, sleep with every Mary, Jane, and Jeanette, but be protected. Because you think having a child is wait, when that child come, you will know that Jesus is Lord. By the time in the middle of night where you come for work, you are struggling to sleep and that child start crying. Then you see, that's why you see people they kill their kids. Some kill their kids, some throw their kids in the bin. Haven't you seen it? I watch IVS all the time.
The one that even they will go and leave their child us in a park.
There's one that left her child and went for holidays for 10 days.
I seen that one.
Yeah.
They want UK.
Officer now. Because baby is beautiful. They are so cute. You know babies are cute. But when they come down, when you see the problem of taking care of a baby, you know it's like investing in a business that no return. And the business is bankrupting. You are seeing it in your eyes.
I'm so sorry. The way you not get that.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
If you know you are not strong, don't try it. That's why they need mature-minded people, not a 16-year-old go and give. Yes, they can be loving. Yeah, they are good ones. But it's not as easy as ABC. It comes with a lot of problems.
There was even one story I seen. I think it was on Twitter there. Before we wrap up, what happened? This woman, like, there were these babies that were being left in a park. All three of them were related. I said, what is somebody doing that? What's someone doing that?
I said this one, the baby died in 10 days.
I remember
went for holidays. So don't forget, that's what can happen. Because no more holidays. Holidays gone.
People forget babies are actually living human beings.
Holidays gone. No more hanging out with friends, drinking beer all the time. No more just picking up your phone. You know, before, if you don't have kids, if your friends call you, where are you? I'm at the junction. I'm meeting you.
You know what's even annoying me about that whole situation now when I'm talking about? If you know that you don't take care of it, can't give it to the father. Let the father take care. Even the father doesn't take care of the kid, go and treat on the doorstep. This is just
that's what I was saying. I said, if you try and you can't, there are people that will take care of the kid.
Even if you don't want the kid, there's people out there that don't have one child, that are not having kids, that want kids.
And that's what I'm saying. There are people out there dying and they are willing to love that child. So please don't harm that child. If you are tired, there are places you can bring the child to, and they will take the child wholeheartedly.
You know that thing
and
pains.
take care of that child. I watched that video. I was crying.
That thing pains me a lot because it's just like, do you know how blessed you are as a person to be able to have a child? And you had a child and for you to be taking care of a child recklessly, you had a child more than likely recklessly. And there's people out there who have to be getting 10,000 euro treatment for IVF and all these things.
I think people should. I wish there's a way that people should be going for. You see, they will do driving tests that you have to do 12 driving lessons before you do your.
I said that before.
Yeah, I think people should go for like 12 driving lessons to take care of kids first.
A psych evaluation, basically.
Yeah. Look at them if you pass before they give you a kid, because some people, if you see what people are doing out there, the world is crazy. Believe me, I think.
I know. Guys, look, thank you for watching this week's episode. Look, we wanted to give you some, but we'll be back more regularly.
Yeah.
Everything is sorted out for everybody. Congratulations as well.
Yeah.
I know last time you were here, the bank needed to get an and let off you.
Oh my God. But thank God it's done and dusted.
Sorted out.
Yeah.
You guys, like we said, we hope you enjoyed this small. So we'll be back more and more.
Cheers.
Have a good day and God bless.